Um, okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm Shraddha Singh. I hope you can hear me, first of all. Okay, great.
Yeah.
I am the English Division Coordinator, and on behalf of IFMSA-Poland Local Committee Gdańsk, I would like to invite you to the second informational meeting of this academic year. We're going to try to keep it very short and concise and talk about basically the main goals, which would be concerning about our future plans, and also a few things that we have done this year and which, we will be continuing for the next year as well. Along with us, like before we start, I would like to introduce our president, Carolina. She's in the meeting.
Yeah, hi.
Would you like to say something? A few words?
Yeah, it's okay. I'm giving it all to you, like, go.
Okay, amazing. She's also working at the national level. She has been elected as the vice president of the IFMSA-Poland for Internal Affairs. So she's gonna be like the real deal from IFMSA Poland Gdańsk Local Committee. We also have Victoria. She is the Polish-speaking English Division Coordinator.
Hi.
And Anya, who has made this very amazing presentation. She's the vice president of our Gdańsk Local Committee.
Hi.
Okay. Amazing. And I think starting off, we can talk a little bit about the organization of IFMSA, and I would like Victoria to take the lead on that.
Okay, so hi once again. I know that some of you, like most of you, have already been to some of our meetings, so I will try to keep it short. We have 19 local committees in Poland. Some of them also have ED in their structures. So now we are working more towards the goal of making ED more on the national level and organize it more. In Gdańsk, we have over 200 active members from Polish division and more from English division. The committee is divided into 6 standing committees that the project operate within. So we have SCOMI, SCORP, SCOF, and SCORA. We'll not go into detail today. You can already find the information on the presentation that's shared on our Facebook group that Shraddha will send a link to now in the chat that you can join, that we post most of the information there. And within those 6 standing committees, we have 2 exchange programs that will be explained later by Julia. So the most important thing is to join us. So first, you can go on to the site. It's unfortunately in Polish, but there's the tab that's called in English. And you can read exactly what to click on and see how to get registered. And the second step is to join our Facebook group that the link has been sent to on the chat. And we post all of the most important information on the Facebook group. So if you do not want to join us, but just want to, for example, stalk our actions, then just go onto the group and join it so you can see how we work and what we work on at the moment, for example. A little bit about the structure. So as I said, we work within 6 standing committees that the project operate within. Each project has its local project coordinator. You can become one of the project coordinators because we have open positions for coordinators, and we'll talk about the projects just in a minute. You can read on the screen what's the long names of the standing committees, and you can also see that we both have 2 vice presidents for members and external affairs, and our president, our secretary, treasurer, and the supervising council that checks if everything's in order. Okay, so now Shraddha will tell us what we've done this year.
Thank you, Victoria, for explaining about the infrastructure of IFMSA. Well, I'm pretty sure you've heard about the basic suturing workshops which are held by IFMSA. This year we had 2 sessions, and we actually plan on having 1 more session next month. This project is coordinated currently by Irene and Ishana, and I believe that it is the best way to test waters if you're interested in surgery. Even if you're planning on going to micro suturing, you need to be well versed with macro suturing. And I think with the advancements of these workshops, we are planning on collaborating with different English division circles and bringing in different forms of suturing workshops. That is going to be our goal for basically next year as well. But I think you will see what we have planned for the next month, coming months. And can we go on the next slides, because I don't have, thank you. Yes, Know Your Speciality is also, this was started this academic year, and this project is coordinated by Oscar. I believe that this is a very interesting project because as a med student, we do not get a lot of opportunities to have a very one-on-one conversation with specialists regarding their work life and their, how to, pick up work ethics. And I think this is a platform where you can have a proper conversation and, ask your questions regarding whatever specialty you want to join in, because we try to have a connection with the International Alumni Relations Office, and the doctors who are giving the lectures in this program are GUMED alumni. So basically they have been through what we are going through. So in a way, all of your questions, they're more than happy to answer. Yes, this was one of the greatest actions and the biggest actions of this year, I believe. It was coordinated by Eva. She's a third-year student from Polish Division. And on behalf of the entire organizing team, I would really like to thank all of you who contributed in this action, be it by donations or spreading information regarding this action, or even volunteering to be at the collection point and making sure that sorry, could you please keep your mics to the mute? Thank you. And yes, my flow of thoughts, I'm sorry. So I would like to thank everybody who was involved in this, and especially people who were making sure to be at the collection point. I know a lot of people from English Division also volunteered to be at the collection point and making sure that all the donations which was sent out was packed with support and love for the incoming refugees and the soldiers. We started this action this year. Initially, we had a few mock exams in collaboration with the resource team. And it was anatomy mock exams, which basically happened for both English Division and Polish Division. We made separate quizzes for ED and PD students, because in PD students, they prefer to have the exam in Polish. But for this one, we kind of did not have all of the mock exams in collaboration this year. But I think from next year, we want to be more proactive regarding this action and have a coordinator, which will be basically picked up amongst whosoever is going to be applying from IFMSA. So we will have a project coordinator from IFMSA who will be coordinating with the coordinator from resource team and having it more efficiently done. Amazing. I think this has been this action, Let's Polish, has been coordinated by a Polish Division student. I'm not sure about the name, but this has
Yeah,
been a
it was
very
Dorota, exactly, from Poland.
Dorota. Yes, of course. And this was a very interesting action, I believe, but I think we need more of the awareness about this action, because this is one of the platforms where it enables the integration of English division and Polish division students, where you can actually, meet up and have a conversation with each other. And I believe for the future, they have planned very interesting activities where AD and PD students can actually, talk about not only studies, but like other stuff they might be interested in. So I'm actually looking forward to this one and how it plans out. This was something very interesting that happened this year. We had the opportunity to interact with IFMSA members from all over Poland. And this was organized by IFMSA-Poland Local Committee of Warsaw. And it was conducted at the Medical University of Warsaw. It was specifically, they had a workshop for English division students where they had different sorts of activities planned out throughout the weekend, which was basically focusing on leadership skills, building communication skills, and a lot more other stuff. And I believe this was one of very interesting opportunities for IFMSA members to join in. And you can see all the people who came along with us. Very nice picture. Okay, so I think this is a time where we can take a little bit of, pause and talk about the upcoming events that we have. I think this is going to be happening in this week. So this is one of the projects which I am coordinating personally. And this is basically in collaboration with the International Relations Office. It's more like a series of meetings which are going to happen over the year, where you will be given like a step-by-step aid or a guide to process your UK Foundation program application. And for GUMED students, we prefer to have this in person. And if this turns out very interesting, we might actually have it in a hybrid form where like students from other local committees, like from Warsaw or Kielce, or people who are interested in IFMSA in general and would want to know about the UK application, make it more accessible to them. This is another event that we have coming up. This is again coordinated by Oscar, and it's going to be happening tomorrow, 26th, I believe. Yes.
No, Thursday.
It'll be on the 28th.
Thursday. 28th.
28th. Okay, my bad. On 28th. Unfortunately, this is only in Swedish. But in the future, we plan to have a more inclusive event. I did get a lot of questions regarding why it's in Swedish, but it was more of like the choice of the doctor, as in like she was more comfortable talking in Swedish during her meeting. So this was one of the reasons. And also like especially in dermatology field, it's more like it's very different experience from country to country, and it was more convenient for her to propagate the information in Swedish. So that was one of the reasons. But we're happy that not everybody, but at least some of the students will be, looking forward to it and hopefully get to clear their doubts regarding dermatology. Okay, and can I please have Victoria explain our future plans?
Yes, so Anya, if you could send on the chat the Google form. Okay, so Anya sent on the chat the link to our group where you can see actually the Google form through which we'll get the applications. So I will just talk a little bit about each project. So first one is Zero Waste Project that will operate under SCORP. So the basic idea would be that we will organize ourselves, get some trash bins, and try to clean out the area of our university. We did it last year, and it was like not only a great opportunity to clean actually the space, but also have a little bit of a socializing event. Yeah, so that's the first project that we'll work on. Okay, I will skip that. The next project that we want to start doing is a charity event. For example, charity bake sale. We've seen a lot of student organizations do that the past few months, I would say. So we will need to find a coordinator for that to organize people to actually bake some goods and then find a charity that we can donate the money to. And the last thing I will talk about is the football tournament that's been postponed from I think March, and it will happen in October, November. So we will need some people from IFMSA to work with resource team and Phi Delta and the international relations office for that. Yeah, so that's the three of things that we'll be working on soon, hopefully.
Also, we plan on having one more anastomosis workshop. I know that I know some people might have heard about it, but it was also organized by the Circle. But due to the limiting budget, it's not possible to provide opportunities to all the people that are interested. And the IFMSA has been very supportive enough to help with the funding of this project. So we can have students who are actually interested, and we're not able to get a spot on this particular workshop earlier because we have done it like 2 times now, and still like we cannot go more than like 10 or 15 people at once. So I think for this one we are also looking for a local project coordinator for this one. So maybe if you're interested in surgery and would like to basically get an exposure how to coordinate things and how to, you know, basically the whole organization of the workshop, you will get an experience on doing this. And can we go on to the next one? Yes, and I think this is one of a very interesting workshop that we plan on doing next month. It's going to be done by Claudia. She is LRA. It's License Officer for Sexual and Reproductive Health and Rights Issues. She basically, including information about HIV and AIDS. In simple words, she is working on projects on an international platform of IFMSA, and she has been kind enough to provide us the opportunity to go through a workshop on building safe spaces in medical practices. And we prefer to have this meeting in person. Of course, there are going to be limited spots, but again, for such a workshop, if you are a member of IFMSA and you've like done with the whole registration process and the payment and everything, you will definitely get a priority in a workshop like this. And the tentative date of this workshop will be 5th of May. And if we have a really amazing response for something like this, because she specializes in giving workshops related to this subject, and there are very amazing topics that basically I think as a medical professional that we are going to be, it's going to be very helpful for you to how to deal with a lot of things and we can actually make this like a every semester thing with different topics where students get together and basically learn about different aspects of medical practices. And then now I would like to invite Julia, who is our local exchange officer for incoming students, to walk you through the aims and objectives of Scopy and Scory, which is, I think, a lot of students are interested in from English division.
Hi guys, my name is Julia, and as Shraddha said, I'm local officer for incoming students. So first of all, I would like to introduce you to our two exchange programs. The first one is Scopy. It is based on our like clinical clerkship or mostly clinical clerkship that we are supposed to do in summer. And Scory is based on scientific projects that you can take part in and learn some new things regarding your interest of your scientific interests. So yeah, taking part in all of our activities will, for example, being local coordinator will give you a point that enables you to participate in application for exchange. As you can see, you can choose between 116 countries. You can go all over the world to do your summer clerkship or just to broaden your knowledge of some topic and meet amazing people. The process of application for exchanges takes part in autumn. I think it's the first qualification, and in December it's the second qualification. Right now we are having also substitutions. These are like, you don't have to have any points to apply for substitution. Just it's like who writes first will get a place. It's also really fun part to take. It's really fun to take part in. So I recommend you to follow Exchanges IFMSA Poland page. So about going for exchange, I think it's most of all. As you can see, Scopy, it's professional exchange, and it's really nice that you can do your, as I said, your summer clerkship that it's needed to be done to complete your year while having fun in some other countries, meeting some new people. You just have to write to our hospital and to hospital that you are going to, and it will be totally okay. If you will have problems, we are here to help you. So also you can reach out to us if you have any questions about that. So I would like to speak mostly on my topic of exchanges, which is incoming students. Every month we have some incoming students. Next month we will have 3 incoming students, and we as IFMSA-Poland Gdańsk are organizing for them social program. We are organizing all kinds of trips, all kinds of, I don't know, events like going to the bar, to make them exchange like very entertaining and make them feel like welcome and at home at our university. Also, we have our amazing project MEDEX, which is coordinated. Sorry, I can't remember names because it's still in progress, but it's really amazing that students who come to our university can learn some medical skills, like, for example, surgical stunning, or for example, laparoscopy workshops. So yeah, so as a local officer for incoming students, I would like to encourage you to take part in our social program. You as ED students have experience in being like new in Poland, new in our university. So I think you know the best how to show our incoming students how to fit in, how to have fun, how to make friends, and really you can make friends for your whole life, visit friends, and just have fun. So if you have any questions regarding mostly in social program for incoming students, you can send me an email, write to me on Facebook. I would be more than happy to answer all of your questions. Andrzej Bilik, which is our layout, he can answer all of your questions about going for exchange. And Wiktoria Michnowska, which is our local officer of research exchange, can answer all of your questions regarding scientific exchanges. So thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you so much, Julia, for such a very nice explanation. And I think now we have basically come to the end of our meeting. And before we start with the questions, I would also like to mention one thing. The projects that we mentioned as future plans, it's not only those, but also we're accepting if you have any ideas of your own, and if you believe that, you know, with the resources of IFMSA, it can be implemented, please feel free to send in your ideas in the Google Forms. I think there is definitely a section for you to talk about your own idea. And really, if it is something which would be helpful for the others and you would probably have fun organizing it, we would be more than happy to support you in something like that. And I think we can now have a few questions if anybody has any questions, of course.